All right, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Okay, now I'm pretty sure you must have seen all across the news, the breaking news that UAE got bombed by the Houthis. Okay, and I got plenty of messages. Loy, where is the video? Where is the video? You know, put it up. You know, they're bombed, and they send me. Now, obviously, if all the news outlets are talking about it, they're going to repeat like a parrot the same thing. All of them are trying to find. All the journalists, news reporters are trying to see what is it that somebody else knows, and they will incorporate this and share it with you. So, you know, I didn't find any point or purpose of repeating the same thing. So what I did is I checked my previous emails. I checked stuff that people had sent me because I remember speaking about this incident before it would happen. I mentioned it. I don't know exactly which video, but then I checked, you know, I have different emails, Proton email, this email, that email. There are so many emails that I have. I finally found I've taken the printout, okay? I don't want to show, okay? I've taken the printout of the person who sent me the video links and the Reddit messages from these groups where they had announced, what was the date? They had announced in 2019 that they were planning to bomb Dubai and Abu Dhabi, 2019, okay? I'll put all the links down below. And I will read out, I've taken the printout of his email. I'll read out what he had written to me in 2019, what the Houthi would plan to do, what happened today. Okay, I'll read it out, his email. And this is pretty shocking because they had said it in 2019, they repeated it again, and everyone was like, just hell with this. In fact, how many people told me, oh, Loy, fake news, you know, because I repeated this. Now, obviously, when I share the screenshots, I'm going to censor his name, I'm going to censor the details, but it's pretty shocking. And he has also mentioned that, you know, I'm not part of the Houthis or I'm not part of these bombing guys and all that. I'm just researching information and sending it to you. So, and the thing that absolutely blew my mind off was he wrote about all this in December 15th, 2019, 5:19 p.m. That's when I received his email. And he said, this is going to happen in UAE. He didn't say exactly which location. So I'll read out the email to you. And you know, what kind of surprises me is this has been out there and they knew that this was going to happen, but they didn't bother. So it leaves you baffled. Anyway, I will read out the email to you. And remember, this is not mentioned in the papers, okay? This I'm reading from here. That's why I've taken a printout. Okay, so December 15th, 2019 at 5:19 p.m., this is what he sent me. Dear Loy, I'm the person who sent the write-up analysis of the possibility of Houthis bombing UAE. I know you may have been offered after researching my name, but I want to clarify that I was just trying to create controversy and chaos. All press is good press. More press, more attention, to be specific, will lead to more subscribers. They can make up their minds after watching more of your stuff and making up their mind about who you are. I feel Shah Rukh Khan's obsessive fan in Fan 2016 now. I have not seen that movie, but I do know it is some crazy guy who's a fan of Shah Rukh Khan in that movie and tries to become like him. Okay. Also, I don't live in the UAE anymore and won't go there in the future. So you can search my name once it's done again. Anyway, I never researched his name because there are so many people who send me messages about the Sheikh had an affair. They send a video, they send photographs compromising for this nude girl with this guy. So I don't want to get into all that tabloid kind of gossip. Okay, so I didn't research his name, whatever his name is. Okay, so he says, in this email, I'll explain two things. The possibility of a Houthi attack in UAE at the end of the year. Remember, he has sent this on December 15th, 2019. So he's saying by the end of the year, and the Emirati influence operations on Reddit, and the link is Reddit r/Syrian crisis. Okay, all the links I'll put down below. So this is what he says. Loy, as you recall, the Houthis said in May. Now, there's a link. I'll put the screenshot and the video link. So he said the Houthis said in May. So when I click on that link, I'm checking where is that link? Okay, yeah, sorry, just don't mind, the camera's in front. Okay, so when you click on the link, the first one is it says May 2019, Yemeni Houthi group vows to strike 300 targets in Saudi Arabia, UAE. So this was put on 20th May 2019. Just imagine, 20th May 2019, they said we are going to attack Saudi Arabia and UAE. Okay, they said they'll attack 300 targets in Saudi and UAE. Okay, so this was in 2019. Then the second video, some Houthi commentators believe they will manufacture jets and as of now, unrevealed weapons. Okay, so the next video link that he sent me is from MEMRI TV videos. May 21st, 2019, Houthi commentators discuss strikes against KSA, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, UAE. We will pulverize their strategic interests. Okay, and then he says in 2018 they released the video in English. When I clicked on that video is not available anymore. So then there is another video by 5 Pillars YouTube channel. The date is September 19, 2019. And here a military spokesman for the Yemeni Houthi Ansar Allah movement has threatened the UAE with airstrikes unless it stops its attack against Yemen. I remember sharing this video talking about this. Houthi threatens military strike on UAE. And I also said Expo 2020, they even put a Twitter and said that, I don't know if that tweet is still there, the glass buildings of UAE will be attacked, you know, and especially with Expo 2020. You remember, if you have watched my videos, you know I said Expo 2020 can also have the risk. And if there is an attack on Expo 2020, finish. That's the end of Expo. So I remember saying that, okay? Now, then coming back, he says that, and in this video, the guy says in Arabic, and there's another link where he says, RUPTLY, roughly YouTube channel, Yemeni, Houthis threaten United Arab Emirates with airstrikes. And that is why they are asking companies that the UAE is not a safe country. In September 2019, a few days after the Iranian missile attack on Saudi oil fields, the Houthi spokesperson announced that one operation of ours against the UAE will cost you dearly, and that they had selected many targets in Dubai. There was a dubbed video. He has put another link on that. Okay. At that time, in the comment section, there were messages warning that an attack on UAE would happen on October 17th. It was just wishful commentator, given that nothing happened. Now there are comments from this video warning that there will be bombings in Dubai in December. And then he gave me a screenshot of the chats that are happening. And there you can see one person, Fama Tigal Merlin, expect bombing on all airports in UAE this coming December, the targets in Dubai. Okay, so it has been openly said, you know, openly said. So it's not something I'm talking, this has been on YouTube. Then he goes on, the reason this comment deserves attention is a fact that I uncovered recently. In August of this year, the brother of Houthi leader Abdul-Malik Al-Houthi was found dead in Sana'a, allegedly assassinated by US-Israeli aggression. Arabs are vindictive people, which is very true. And even if the UAE was not to blame for Ibrahim Al-Houthi's death, the blood of tens of thousands of Yemeni children are already on their hands. It doesn't have to be Yemenis sending drones all the way from Yemen. Houthi sympathizers within the region or even UAE may launch drones this month, which is very true because there are many, you know, in every country you have some mad fanatics who hate their own country. And like even in UK, these people from UK go and join ISIS, and, you know, people from USA, you know, take a gun and shoot their own people. So there are nut jobs like these, okay? In the Saudi attack, the drones flew from Iraq, okay? So in the Saudi attack, it flew from Iraq. Hezbollah cells have been busted in the UAE with firearms, and it's not inconceivable that Iran-linked network may be activated for this purpose. In fact, while Houthis have largely abstained from explicitly targeting civilians, the leadership may have persuaded that an attack causing UAE civilian deaths would be justified if it puts an end to the starvation and killing of countless Yemenis. See, which is very true. See, now if you actually say the Israel-Palestinian conflict, why are the Palestinians bombing or suicide bombing? Yeah, I used to always think, why these Muslims are putting this suicide vest? Are they gone mad? But then when you really dig deep, you realize when these people have no food to eat, when they don't have any place to work, when able-bodied people cannot work, and then you're suffering. On top of that, some bombings take place and your family dies, your mother dies, your wife dies, your children die. Then you become mad. Then you don't have any purpose to live. And Arab Muslims are very, like, they are like the warrior spirit. So if, just imagine someone killed your entire family and you have nothing more to live for. What will you do? You will, of course, want to take revenge, and you have not eaten for days. So if someone gives you food and say, you need to take vengeance against these people for the murder, obviously you'll take, right? So that is why they're, see, now I'm not endorsing and saying, yes, you must kill her. I'm just giving the ugly side of war, okay? So here in Yemen, you see all these children dying, the women getting raped, and the ugliness of war, men getting punished, even innocent civilians, like what happened with the US bombing Kabul. They killed that family of 10 children and family people, and nobody was punished. So obviously people get angry, right? So 2020 is a perfect time to send the message to the world and destroy UAE's economy, just as time for Expo 2020. Remember, this was sent in 2019. UAE influence operations on Reddit, and I'll put the links below, and I'll try to send a screen grab. UAE Saudi influence operations later attributed to solely the UAE on Reddit's Yemen Civil War forum, r/Yemeni crisis. They have exposed by their mods. Currently, the two pinned posts are both on the same topic. You can view it by visiting this link. Okay, now if I go to his email and I click on that link, I don't know whether that this thing is still there. Okay, it's still there. Welcome to Reddit. There are so many things here. Emirates drone attack kills 3. Houthi rejects UN call for UAE flagged ship. There are so many other things which are mentioned here. So it's a Reddit link. I'll put the link down. old.reddit.com Yemeni crisis. There are comments which are here. They are talking of, the account lists are now suspended. Oh, it's suspended. Okay, fine. Anyway, I'll put the link so you can check it out by yourself. And old Reddit, now this also was suspended. Update on UAE influence campaign on this subreddit. As you know that we are dealing with UAE's subreddit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you check it out. And there are many comments which are here. I'll put the links. Okay. So then what he says is, okay, you can browse and check it the way you want. Okay. So that was the second email. The third email which he sent me on December 30th, 2019. Dear Lloyd, there are two new developments today. One of which is about Yemen and the other about UAE. The Houthis have announced they have selected 3 targets in UAE. The priority targets are said to be vital and sensitive locations. Houthi military spokesman Yahya Saria said without giving more details during a roundup of group activities in 2019 and outlook for 2020. And the link he has given is New York Times, Reuters, World Middle East, Yemeni security Houthis target. Okay, I'll click on the link and I'll check, is this article still there? Oh, the page is no longer available. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, that's strange. Okay, so that is not available. I'll put the link anyway. You can check it out if you can get something. Also, I want to clarify, just for its sake, that I'm not behind the account announcing the upcoming attacks on December. Neither am I, please. Okay, I'm just reading out the email. The October 17th comment existed in September itself. I believe the comment is now deleted. And I would never compromise my privacy and anonymity by making a Google account with false threats and bring CIA and others to my doorstep. Neither will I. Okay, however, it's still possible it's just a troll or somebody from Yemeni psychological warfare unit. See, the thing about these kind of emails and messages, why I don't share when I receive them. See, I received them on 30th December 2019. Why I didn't share? Because, sometimes maybe they're just a troll, maybe they're just doing for mischief. And just in case they're not doing for mischief, if it's a real person, it's a terrorist, and he sends a message to me and says, say this on your channel. And then the next thing you know, I get the CIA and you have that UAE guys and Interpol, and he'll come here, everyone will come here. And, who wants complications? So, small channel, don't want any funny bits. And then the other link is about the budget of Dubai 2020. Dubai budget sets a record. What is this? This is Reuters. Okay. So, Dubai budget sets record spending to boost ahead of Expo 2020. This was 29th December 2019. I think this was when the COVID was there. 2020. Yeah, 2020. Okay. Now this guy, how I managed to remember about this email is 1 hour ago he sends me this. Now I have a small request. If possible, please don't mention my name in anything. You can use my write-up and images of the comments if you want. If you notice spelling, punctuation, syntax errors in the words, please paraphrase just to protect my anonymity. Obviously, I myself don't want any hassles. So, see, overall, I'll give my thoughts. See, war is a very ugly, it's a very ugly thing, okay? Now, whether it's America attacking Iranians or Iranians attacking Iraqis or Yemeni attacking Saudi or Saudi attacking whatever, the problem with the war is nobody will say we are wrong. Everyone will say we are right. India and Pakistan. India says we are right. Pakistan says we are right. Pakistan says India sends terrorists and, to bomb their place. India says Pakistan sends its terrorists. So now the question is, who's right? If I was an Indian, I'd say Pakistanis are bad. If I was Pakistani, I'd say Indians are bad. So it's very hard, because both the sides justify what they're doing. Now, when I look at it from a neutral standpoint of view, like when I look at USA, Iran, or USA and Afghanistan, USA is suffocating Iran. They are not even allowing them to earn their livelihood, to help their economy. They just want them to die. And now the same thing with Afghanistan. They're not opening their banks. They're not giving them their money. They're saying, oh, you're terrorists, terrorism, terror. They're not letting them. So obviously people go crazy, right? If you don't give someone food to eat, you're not allowing them to work. You're not allowing them to take care of their family. Their wives, their spouses are dying. Parents are dying. Children are dying. What do you expect them to? They'll become mad, right? And that is where you get all this, the war take place. And who suffers? The people who suffer are innocent men, women, and children. Okay, and who are the people who don't lose anything? They are the politicians. It's a very ugly game. So now, even with this war thing, the Yemeni people, they are suffering. Now, if they start attacking UAE people will suffer, expatriates will suffer, the business community will suffer. So, who is the winner? The only winners are the people in power. Okay, whoever wins the war. But even after winning the war, if you still have remnants of individuals who are still there, they will take revenge. It never ends. So it's a sad thing. It's really a sad thing because, yes, you can kill an Osama bin Laden. Yes, you can kill the head of a group. But if anybody is left, even one, they grow like a virus, So overall, what has happened is, now today they bombed and now everyone's talking about it. Of course, UAE will be in high alert. Abu Dhabi will be in a complete lockdown. Not lockdown in a sense. Obviously, they would be in a heightened sense of fear and security. And of course, the fear is now, what about Dubai? What about Expo 2020? Can something happen there? I'm pretty sure they will do whatever in their power, even if they have to spend billions. Even if they go in a loss, they will make sure nothing happens, no incident happens in UAE, especially inside Dubai and all. They will have the state-of-the-art, protection, and especially business. But now, obviously, people get worried, right? And I'm very sure people at the top who have money, they'll be like, listen, I don't want to get into this. I'll take my money and put it elsewhere. It is definitely going to leave a lot of people on the edge. A lot of changes are going to take place. We're going to see this happen in the next few days. And, it's just unfortunate. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share. I didn't want to just repeat what was put in the papers. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. And, like I say, it's UAE should have followed what Baba Zayed, the founding father, or Sheikh Rashid always believed. Don't get involved in any war. Don't fight all these wars. So the Saudi guy is totally restless. Even Japan, they never focused on any war after Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They just focused on their economy. And only now they have started to build these weapons, which is a waste. Soviet Union and USA built so many nuclear warheads. What are they doing with it? They can't do anything. So they are selling it to the black market, and that's where it's causing another Cold War. And because of this war, USA is, able to sell weapons and, make some money. And that's how the same thing with the pharmaceutical industry. Whether if you're sick, they make money. If you're well and everyone's healthy, they don't make money. That's how it works. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you. Remember this, whenever there's a problem, the solution providers make money. It's simple logic as that. And it's unfortunate. So, I just sincerely hope UAE stops interfering in Yemen and Iran and all that. UAE has only everything to lose and nothing to gain. Just stop it. Let Saudi do whatever the fuck they want. He is anyway jobless. Let him do, let him fight, let him this, let him that. UAE is too small to take all these big risks. Focus on your economy. Simple, Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, love to hear from you, and I appreciate. Thanks a lot to this gentleman who sent me all this stuff. Let's hope nobody else gets hurt in the process. This is live from Machedo.com. Who's Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Signing off. Put your comments and thoughts down below. It's me saying bye.